Hey, welcome back. There is a play up in Westchester. It's called What's Eating You? What's it about, Rosanna?
Well, it's being staged this month in Westchester County. It revolves around 4 foodies, among them a couple whose son suffers from severe food allergies. Jill Brooke, a journalist who has written for The Post, Daily News, Huffington Post. She was a correspondent on CNN. She is the writer of this play. Jill Brooke, welcome to Good Day, New York.
Well, good day to you guys.
All right, so how did you get into this play?
Well, we can't ignore right now the rise in food allergies, asthma, autism, and see that there has to be an environmental link and a food link. Like when we were growing up, did you know many people with food allergies?
No. My friends all ate peanut butter sandwiches at school.
Right.
Now
it was
you
a
can't
staple.
do that.
Exactly.
So now, meanwhile, this play is about food allergies, but it's funny, I heard.
Well, it's a total comedy because think about it. 2 foodies who have gone throughout New York, eating at all the best restaurants, including yours, of course, and all of a sudden they have this child with severe food allergies, and how it really almost is ripping apart the parents, because one parent says, why should I deny all these wonderful flavors I've enjoyed my whole life just because of one kid? Shouldn't we be teaching him self-discipline? And the father becomes a food activist, and he actually prays to God, and he said, if you let my son live after one bad episode, I promise I'll say grace every night, and I'm going to try to find a cure for why there are so many food allergies. And he wants to deny the whole kitchen any flavors for the other kids. And she also says, excuse me, does the whole ecosystem of our whole family, including our other kids, have to suffer because of this one child?
Well, sorry.
Exactly.
Well, let me ask you this. What are the consequences if this kid has something he's allergic to? Is it like, a rash, or does he die?
No, people can die from
I know
allergies.
they can generally, but in your show.
Well, that's the threat. And you want to know what? As his friends are going out to dinner with the father, they look at a potato, all right, on the plate, and he's getting uptight, and the friends are dismissing it as friends do because they think, oh, these parents, these New York parents. And then, in fact, what he said is, you expect me to be calm? If that waiter didn't use protective gloves when touching shellfish, that's the equivalent of an Al-Qaeda terrorist living inside that baked potato with a chemical bomb that could detonate in my kid.
All right, that gets a big laugh.
It gets a laugh.
It does. All right. So I know that your hopes are to bring this play to off-Broadway.
Yes.
But right now it's being staged in a winery. How apropos, a show about food being staged in a winery.
All right. It's the winery at St. George because wines have characters in this particular play, as does food, because we have to get the foodies and the wine people, obviously, to really enjoy the flavors of life, the sensations of life. And also we have this incredible scene where the couples are together and, they talk about their dating life and the 2 things they hated that were the deal breakers when they went out dating, okay? And you can relate to this, I'm sure, okay?
Let's see what it is.
No comment.
You go out, no comment,
Okay.
but let's just check it out.
Okay.
You go out and it's the first date, and you say to the girl, would you like some dessert? And she goes, no, I'm on a diet. I don't want anything. And as Justin, who's the chef in this play, says, okay, fine. So I'm about to eat my chocolate souffle. And what does she do? 10 seconds. 10 seconds. That's all it took before she forked me. She literally took her fork, went into mine on the first date. And she automatically thinks, yes, because she thinks that what's his is automatically hers.
You know what? And Justin has a problem with that? Justin should realize he's doing just fine.
They're
sharing food together.
Oh, you think that's
Dummy.
good?
Yes, I think it's a romantic.
Okay.
Totally. Sharing the fork, it's very intimate. You know what I mean? Or,
Yeah, but some people are germphobic. They don't want that.
You're right.
Justin sounds like a real drag.
He's fun. I promise you he's fun. And then I bet you can relate to this. You go out to dinner with a group of friends, and somebody orders a really expensive bottle of wine without consulting you. It's like, waiter, and you get the bill. You haven't maybe even drank more than 1 sip. And he expects you to split it. You want to know what I call that? What? Getting corkscrewed.
Oh.
Because you shouldn't order expensive wines
without checking with everybody.
Without checking, because somebody's cash flow, may not be what yours is. So it's all the how we nourish and poison relationships through food.
I love it. How long is this running for?
It's running for 2 more weeks at the winery at St. George, and please come in. We're hoping to take it to New York in September.
Sounds good. And one thing, dividing the check is a tricky business.
It is.
Rosanna, how does it go down at the restaurant? Do people say, okay, I had this, so therefore I should pay that?
Everybody just kind of throws in their credit card.
Throws in their credit card.
Yeah.
Because they forget tax and tip. Right. You got to factor in tax and tip. I like this. So what's the name of the play again?
It's called What's Eating You?
And
Jill
where
Brooke.
is it?
It's at the winery at St. George in Yorktown, New York, and we're really hoping lots of people come because it's really smart, funny, and a tasty treat.
Cool.
All right. Nice to see you.